Hello, welcome to a special edition of Handelabra Live. I'm John, aka Migrant P, and I'm showing you first real look at Aeon's End Digital for phone. I have the game on a phone right here, which is what you see on the screen there. So yeah, got this set up here on my iPhone. And it's also coming to Android phones as well, but iPhone is what I use, so we're going to show you the game here. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and being as inclusive as possible. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another, say hello in the chat. Got a different camera setup here because I use this phone for my camera now, so I can't use it for the camera. Alright, but I've got the chat in front of me so I can look this way most of the time. Cool. Alright, so we are going to get going with the phone. Just to prove that it's working, I'm going to go to the card library. If you played our other digital tabletop games on phone, you'll know that most of them are in portrait mode, like this. But Spirit Island is in landscape because it works well for that. But for most games, we find that portrait is the best way to play, and so that's how we've gone ahead with Aeon's End to bring it to phones and make it to be a really nice experience. I'll go through these other screens here before we get started. We have the card library. You can bring up any card by double tapping. Look through the different cards, nemesis, and mages. Bring up their full panel. Zoom in on stuff. The sort of usual stuff that you're used to doing. And yeah, so let's go back. We've also got our customize screen where we can choose our sleeves and backgrounds. We've got all the same stuff that you've got in the tablet and desktop version. You've got your options, your statistics, credits, you know, important stuff. And yeah, so and of course help screen as well with all the rules. So let's get into playing. So I'm just gonna make a new game. You see the new game screen here. We've got our nemesis, similar to One Deck Dungeon or Aeon's End. It pops up the list here. Let's grab Rageborn. And let's choose maybe some random mages. 3 mages? Sure. So we have Jana, Lash, and Lost. Don't know if I've played these on phone yet. Let's see how it goes. And I'll go for a random supply. Maybe we'll choose a balanced setup. And that looks pretty good. We have focus, right? Here. We've got no destruction. But that's okay. That casts a spell, Blasting Staff. And some good spells. Keep spells too. Seems like a good market. You can set your basic Nemesis cards, all the same options that you want. Let's just go with the default setting, where it brings up cards from that Nemesis wave. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit fight. What? I have chosen 1 to 4 mages. Okay. Something is wrong there where the random button didn't work. It looks like a bug we just introduced. We'll get that fixed. Alright, here we go. Anyone here playing Aeon's End on Steam or on their tablets? How do you like it? Oh, we get a strike right away. Player with the lowest life suffers 2 damage. We're all tied, so on phone you see we have a mage in the middle here, but also mages on the sides. So I'll just let Lash suffer the damage here. I'll show you how it switches between mages here. So we're going to Lost Turn. See the turn up in the top. You can see, you can double tap them to see their full card. They're pretty small, but everything on the phone is sort of, you know, compressed to fit on the screen. We have the supply up at the top. We have, and you can see it here in my hand. This phone is pretty small, so larger phone things will be, most people have larger phones than this, but I got a pretty small phone. You can tap on the mages at the bottom to go and view their areas. So you don't get to really interact them with, like in the tablet version and Steam version, you can more fully interact with the other mages at the bottom. But on the phone, it's just switching between them, similar to Sentinels or One Deck Dungeon. There's just not enough room to have the hand and be able to fully interact with everything there. But you can see the most important information, their breaches and charges and health. Alright, we're going to prep a spark. What does this do again? Gain one or destroy a spark. Gain the same type of the forge deck. Yeah, right. It's been a while since I played. Does it go into your hand? It goes into your hand. Maybe at first I'll just get the one ether so I can get... maybe... Let's go back. Let's go back and... forge a crystal. Because that ends up being 2 ether, right? So that's good. And we can open a breach and prep a spark. I think that's a good idea. So you can drag and drop, or you can tap just like on your tablet. Alright, we have a provoker. We have Jana. She heals Gravehold. That's her charge ability. You can tap and hold to see that. Let's play our gems. Usually I want to open this breach and put the spell here. That's kind of her opening play, right? We'll just do that. And then we have Lash. Lash reveals the top card of the turn order deck. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Lash. So, no choice there. Just goes back. But we get an extra ether, right? Yeah, because it was Lash. So we can prep this spark. We have 5. Is there a good spell we could get? We could grab a spell right away. We could grab this big gem that gives us 3 ether. That seems like a good idea. And discard. And Lash gets to go again. Let's try to work on this minion. Probably want to get this into a breach. Alright. Lost is here. I think we'll still... Lash gets to go next. We get to kill this guy. So he's not doing anything now, but he will start doing things. So, and for 3, probably want to grab a spell. Feather Darts. And this is, yeah, deal 1 damage or cast another spell without discarding it. So let's, oh yeah, 2 damage because of the +1. Nice. All right, let's get you a gem. And I don't have to prep any of these or cast any of these. Let's hang on to the sparks, as they say. We're going to see a Jana. Let's put that on the bottom so we're going to have 2 Nemesis turns in a row here. So I'd rather them not potentially get 3 or 4 in a row. So this one, someone can discard to get a charge. Anyone got a spark they want to discard? Yeah, you do. Okay, let's go back to Lash. So lost. And discard spark. Go back to Lash. So you jump around a little bit instead of it all being on one screen, but that's pretty reasonable. I think we have 8 ether. Oh my gosh. We could open our breach. we could buy... What does this one do? For each prep spell in adjacent breach. Yeah, that was pretty good. We could buy 2 small spells. We've spent 6 that we could then buy a Marble Galaxy if we wanted to. Yeah, I think Planar Insight and Marble Galaxy go together, right? Because that's focusing breaches for us. Pretty good. Pretty good ether turn there. Too bad there wasn't a big power we could resolve with it. Banesire. Classic. He unleashes. Unrelenting Ire is unleashing 3 times. Well, good thing we got rid of that Provoker. So he strikes, Gravehold suffers 5. That's alright. Alright, let's work on this Banesire. So you might be wondering what's coming up. We have a big ether turn. I think we want to buy a spell though. Let's grab this Ignite. Get some minions we got to start thinking about. Alright. Casting phase, do some damage. I could upgrade that Spark. Or, I think I want to upgrade the other crystal though. No, actually, because Lost is the wild turn, he might be going next. So actually, let's upgrade the Spark because that would let us kill the Banesire. I think that might be the better play. And for 3 ether, let's grab a Tethered Darts. Be tethering our darts all over the place. Yeah, Lost is a cool character. Alright, we get 1 Banesire, Haze Spewer. Definitely want to get rid of him. Ooh, 5 damage Haze Spewer. That's danger. Alright, Jana needs to start getting some charges here. Gravehold is getting wrecked. Discard the 2 most expensive prep spells. I think it's all base spells, right? So let's get rid of these Sparks, I guess. These are the worst spells in play right now. And they're the same price. Alright. I think we finish off Banesire. And this has to be in a opened breach for it to work. For it to have its special effect anyway. Let's grab another one. And we'll start focusing. Maybe grab a Marble Galaxy soon to help with that. Alright, definitely want to knock this guy down to at least 2. Maybe we'll kill him. Ooh. I can buy an expensive spell. But I think actually I might need to be healing Gravehold here. 3 charges. I think Gravehold is okay for a little bit. Let's hold off on that. I think the problem with the 2 big spells here is I'm not really a big breach opener, so I'm gonna grab that and a Tethered Dart since I do have an opened breach. Like a little more quantity of spells instead of that. So play all gems. I'd love to focus that other breach, but grab another. Let's grab a Tethered Darts for Lash and prep these up. Hey, getting locked and loaded here. All right, we can kill this guy, and we can't perk the Spark. We've got too many spells in our hand. So, actually, I think we can't afford to upgrade a card. We need the ether to focus this breach. Okay. Alright. I guess we cast that, but we keep the spark part. And this is get a charge or focus your breach. So yeah, let's do the focus. Leech's ability, or Lash's ability, is pretty cool for getting an extra turn too. But I can have someone discard a card for a charge. That's going to be Jana, right? Like we want to heal Gravehold, so get her some charges. So let's do that for Jana. Discard a spark. It's Rageborn. I'm going to put that on the top. He doesn't have anything going on right now, and don't want double turns. 6 ether. Oh, we bought all of the tethered darts. There's a gap there. Wonder if we should close that gap on phone, huh? I'm gonna make a note. All supply cards are purchased. Close the gap. Probably could do that. I think that would be nicer, and then with it's a scrolling area instead of the grid. I'm trying to think if there's any. There are mechanics where that matters. With Blight Lord, is it Blight Lord or either Blight Lord or the Prince of Gluttons? So maybe we don't do it with Prince of Gluttons, or we do something different, but something to think about. 6 ether. I think like we just load for bear here, right? More planar insight. Alright, let's take the ether and the turn thing and then the Marble Galaxy. And someone else gotta buy a Marble Galaxy here. We gotta start. Unleash twice and any player gains 2 charges or Gravehold suffers 4. I think they'll take the unleash here. Johnny can get 2 charges. We haven't taken much damage at all. We're all almost full health. We don't have any way to heal ourselves, but that's alright. So 3 ether. I don't think I want to focus a breach here. We have 3 spells coming up. We're not going to be able to open. What if I focus? If I focus that, I'm still not going to be able to open it. It drops down to 4, I think. So let's. Yeah. We're going to be not able to prep one of our spells. Let's focus this. We need to get ahead of that. Discard 3 cards in hand to get rid of Woven Sky. Yeah, that's easy to do. Here comes Lash. Yeah, I want to cast this. Well, I'm going to discard for this. Actually, I can discard Sparks. So let's finish casting. Let's just discard all these spells and buy another Marble Galaxy. Get our breaches open. Discard, lose 4 charges. Oh, I don't love that. Unleash 4 times. I want to use my charges to heal Gravehold. Let's give Lash Lost. What's Lost's ability again? Tap and hold doesn't always work there. I think it does. Return up to 4 cards that cost 0. Bring your discard pile to your hand. It's pretty good, but we can give him a charge to help pay for that effect. Alright, so I can put a Tethered Darts in here and then transfer it over to someone else. That's pretty good. And Eternal Ember, I can cast the thing twice. We definitely want to focus. Or I think the ignite is actually pretty good. Are we gonna have another? We might not have another spell. We won't have another spell for this. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. Okay. Discard. All right, we can. I think here we leave this parked, and Lash gonna want to discard for a charge. Yeah, he can discard a crystal. That's fine. Lost and Lash. I keep getting them mixed up, huh? Because we're going to be able to... yeah, I think I want to focus this and get a charge. Wild turn is Jana, so I can do this to cast another prep spell without discarding it. That label is good. I'm just gonna quick report here. Hint. Horn. Label. 2 lines and not 3. The screenshot. So this is in beta as of today, actually, and so, oh, could not create card, request timeout. Try again. All right, I'll just take a screenshot. It's with this. Card and easy to reproduce. Okay, I'm gonna skip that part because we're gonna cast it again. And who wants this? I think you're gonna be able to base, and you won't. So yeah, it's gonna be for Lash. Oh, and that little animation didn't look good either. It went like into the middle of the screen. Let's see if I can report that. Tethered. Start. Mission. Didn't. Don't. Did not look good. Card went middle. Should like go down to where their picture is. Oh yeah. Put in my secret code. Don't look. Oh. Okay. Now it's going. All right. So that can go there. Play all gems. We should be able to open that and go ahead. So let's go ahead and heal Gravehold. Do it. That ticks down, but I think Lost is going to be able to get his 4th charge. We could get a Haste Spewer back. I think we can probably kill Haste Spewer, right? We got a lot of damage before he gets to go off. Lost is coming up, and Lost has 4 damage lined up here. So we're got that under control. It's good. And we can get our charge. Do the discard. Grab some more spells. Good to go. Alright, Haste Spewer does 1 damage, it goes away. Unleash twice, 2 damage. around. Ooh, 3 damage. I guess that's one of these two. Alright, we have some damage for Rageborn. Alright, I can upgrade a Spark or a Crystal. I will have 3 Ether, or I could have 4. I think let's upgrade the Spark. And I think I want to get a Marble Galaxy to start participating in Marble Galaxy fun times. Scorn. Definitely want to get rid of that. Level 2 minion. And we can do 4 damage to it right here. I love how the upgraded Spark looks. It's like a sun. Alright. We unfortunately can't do much here besides either get a charge or a Marble Galaxy. Do I want another Marble? Maybe one more Marble Galaxy. Marble Galaxy it up. I don't usually play that, and so let's see how it works. Alright, someone gets a charge. I guess Lash can start charging up. And let's open this breach and put a Spark in it. Looks like Lash can finish off that guy. It's a little bit overkill, but there's a chance that, yeah, I think it's worth doing that because Rageborn might like get 2 turns in a row, right? Let's leave that Spark there. We get to... oh, yeah, we actually get to look at the next turn. It's a wild. Let's put it on the bottom so that, you know, Rageborn's not doing anything right now. We can play a Marble Galaxy. We can discard to draw a card. The card would be the upgrade card. Yeah, let's do that. The Lost gets a charge and a focus. And we could go ahead and finish opening that. I wonder, actually, how much did that cost to open? What if oh, it cost 5, so I was a bit short. So, yeah, we still want to do this, I think. I think I want to open that. This is the Tethered Dart benefit. Marble Galaxy thing is happening. Alright. I think I gotta cast my spells here. And again, we're short on Ether. I think I'm gonna upgrade that crystal. So that we can start getting some focusing happening because we're a little short. We want to buy... how many Marble Galaxies do you have? You have 2. I don't want you to have 3. I want Jana to get 1. So let's prep these and get a charge. Yeah, now we have... yeah, we can start getting that breach open. So we got this. Discard 2 cards in hand that each cost 4 or more. I can't do that right now. I can attack Rageborn. Charge for Lash. And let's leave the Spark, maybe. You can cast it twice next turn anyway, so if we wanted... I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. I have 6. could go for Planar Insight. We could go... I think I want the Marble Galaxy. Let's get the last Marble Galaxy and spell it as charges. That seems good. Guard spent 7 ether. And a bunch of damage. Who's gonna... I think Lash might have a 7 ether turn coming up. That's 5. And then... yeah. Having a 7 ether turn coming right up. So... okay. Who wants this? Jana can fit, and you definitely can't. So it's Jana. Okay. And we can leave that spark. Oh, we could take our charge right now. We're gonna, I think we just buy a charge now. So let's do the focus. And buy a charge and give Jana an extra turn because she's at full health. Yeah, seems fine. Yeah, I have to tap the tiny little buttons at the top. Got it. We're gonna make them a little bit bigger. All right. And Lash is the wild. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna leave one spark in. I thought he had a... I think I misread the thing, but he didn't have a 7 ether turn. That's fine. You can open that breach. That's the important thing. I think you can probably discard spark here. Yeah. For a charge. Means we can open this breach and the planar insights are going to be doing tons of damage. I think we're going to win the damage race here. We have 4 ether. Pop those in. Could buy a blasting staff, but we don't have that many spells. Neat. I think we just get this. We could buy another spell, maybe. Maybe we buy one more spell. We are going to be focusing. We had a Marble Galaxy, so. Alright, that happened because we couldn't discard for it. Doing a lot of damage. There with the most pressed spells discards. Well, that's rude. 4 damage. Alright. That's 7. Get these sparks parked so we can get better spells going. Let's see who's going next. Rageborn. No one's having a 7 ether turn right now, are they? Or anytime soon? I don't think we're getting rid of that thing. We may as well just let Rageborn go now. Maybe he plays a minion we can get rid of. Put that on top. Painful, but necessary. Jana can discard. Sure. Oh, actually, you know what? We didn't need to discard. Because... I already have my breaches open. So skip. If we were drawing something great, I don't think we were. Just get a charge. And just buy another charge here, I guess. We'll just take extra turns and win that way. Five damage. Oof. Alright, yeah, we want to kill the Needle Maw. 1 damage to any player. It's going to be Lash. Yeah, we gotta probably kill this Needle. Well, we don't have to kill the Needle Maw. Can we just focus fire on Rageborn? I think we just focus fire on Rageborn. You got lots of open breaches. Coming to the home stretch here. Let's give a charge to Lash. Okay, he's only at 18. Lash want to discard and draw just a crystal. But I want to focus and charge, so yeah, let's do it. It's good value. And either focus, really. I mean, I could get another spell, but I don't. But I need that. We have 3 ether next turn. And 1 spell. Oh no, we have 3 ether and 2 spells. Yeah, I guess I could afford to get another spell. Let's do it. Just keep firing. Alright, do I want to focus that? If the charges line up for loss, it's pretty good, actually. So, let's get a charge. Yeah, if I can get 2 charges, I can bring a whole bunch of stuff back, have a big turn. Actually, and you can just get charges right now. Give him the lost because Lash might die. And then he would just lose all his charges for nothing. So we're getting... Yeah, we don't really need to focus that. We also don't need to heal Gravehold. I think. Alright. Lost is here for his big turn. So this lets me get back the 4 cards that cost 0. I want the upgraded sparks. And I don't think I'm gonna get to another issue of a hint here. Let's take a screenshot of that. I don't know that I can afford to focus both of these breaches. Well, I can focus, I just have to focus 1, so that's 2 ether and a forged crystal, right? So I have 4 ether, so I can focus both. Okay, because of the Marble Galaxy. So let's grab the spark then. Oh wait, I have 5 spells. Okay, I actually want the crystal. I didn't realize how many spells I had in my hand. It can be a little tricky with the phone. All right, let's do the Marble Galaxy. Let's focus. May as well focus again. Focus that. Oh no, we didn't have too many spells. Well, let's open it then. The +1. I miscounted. We could have, if we missed by 1 damage and lose, then that's my fault. I think we'll be okay. Venomite. Yeah, this guy wants to kill Lash. But Lost gets to go and win the game. GG. The Nemesis has 0 life. We did it. Alright, and here's the end game screen. We share a screenshot. And check our stats. Just like on the existing version. Alright, why don't we have a quick peek at expedition mode. So I'm going to start a new expedition here. Let's abandon it. And we can go into the narrative mode or custom. We will do a short expedition and see if we can see a bit more of what's going on. So I'm going to begin, get our cutscenes that you've seen with the New Age if you've tried that out. All right, we have Arachnos. One thing we're going to add is a way to zoom in on the text of the Nemesis cards because they are pretty small, right? Like the Nemesis panels, even if you like wanted to zoom this up like we zoom up the mages, it would not be that big. So we want to like basically have a way to full screen scroll through all the text on the Nemesis is the plan. So that'll be coming and before we launch. Our supply is randomized in the expedition. Looks pretty decent though. Ooh, we got Bouncing Boom. Love that. Who's our mages? Geigar and Bouncing Boom. Let's go with Geigar and Kadir. We got Lost as well. So we get level 1 treasures available. See what we have. Gex's Shattered Geode. Lash is here. And spells. Oh, Garnet Shard is just amazing. So let's grab Garnet Shard for Kadir and more spells for Geiger. I guess Kadir wants more spells too, right? Her ability is to... I guess she can use her ability on anybody. So, sure. Alright, and let's go for it. We also got Consuming Void. I haven't played with that for a while. That's some good destruction. Alright, maybe I'll... My hand's getting tired. play with this hand. Alright, so with this Nemesis, you want to make sure they're... I don't know if we can make this track bigger. We should be able to make the track bigger, right? To see it better. But you don't want it to get all the way to the end of the track too fast. Because the health of the World Devourer is going to be based on his health. So let's prep these. What do we got? We want a Jade, really? I don't super want a Jade, but I don't really have a lot of good options with 3 Ether here. I guess it's a Jade. Alright, start off with an upgraded card right away. Spend 6 Ether. It's going to be tough. Might be able to do it with the Brahma spell and that Jade, though. And they took 2 turns in a row, so we also got the Blind Enigma. Any player suffers 1 damage. If it's 2 or higher, they suffer 3 damage. Yikes. Okay, don't love that. So, I want to look at Geigar here. So, next turn, I'm going to draw... What's that? 5 Ether plus the 1 from casting this. So I will have 6 Ether. So that's actually okay. I'll be able to get rid of that power. So that means that we can also work on killing this minion. With 4, I can buy either this spell, Void Bond, right? It's very good. But I think grabbing this Ether is good first, and then we'll grab the Void Bond or other things soon. Alright, let's get a charge. Yeah, so we're gonna have to be spending our Ether to push that token back some, but it's definitely worthwhile doing that. Alright. I could get an Unstable Prism. It's kind of like a nice destroy card. Destroys your crystals. And then it just sort of acts as a jade afterward. Sure, let's grab one of those. Alright. Here's my 6th Ether turn. Alright, we want to hit this guy. I don't think I want to cast any prep spell. I want to... Yeah, let's open that breach and get this spark into it. Alright, so... I mean, we might not get this. Geiger has to go before. Someone suffers a damage. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Oh, the Chanters. We really gotta get rid of those guys. Those are the new priority target. Oh, good. Geiger got to go. Alright. The Chanters are adding these Nemesis tokens, which are bad. You can't undo the getting the Nemesis tokens, so... Alright, we got our Ether. Yeah, this seems bad. Unleash 3 times or 5 damage. That's not great. We gotta start getting some bouncing booms on Geiger and getting his reach charged up. We do have a heal, so. Yeah, these kind of things from Arachnos where he gains a Nemesis token, I almost always choose damage and unleash because you cannot undo the Nemesis tokens. Alright, we need... Not gonna have a damage for... Alright, what can Kadir buy with 6 or 7? Could get a Consuming Void, but I could get a Bouncing Boom for myself. Pretty good. Let's grab a Bouncing Boom and a health. Alright. Unfortunately, so this is next is Kadir. And no one has damage to hit this guy, so we might actually not get to... Well, I mean, I could cast the Spark here. That seems silly. Get rid of a crystal. I'm gonna grab one of these things to help me buy more spells. As long as one of us goes first, we can knock out the Chanters. So, oh wait, actually I can do it. Okay, I can use this. Perfect. Cast Geigars. So if I want to cast Geigars, I get this icon showing on his breaches. I have to switch over to him. And then do that. Alright. And we just have 2... I want a Jade? Not particularly. Charges are pretty good for Kadir, so let's get a charge. Alright, Bouncing Booms are starting. We definitely want to kill this guy, so let's... Is he just an upgraded basic Nemesis? No, he's just a regular Nemesis from this expansion. He's pretty tough. If you leave him alone, he's very dangerous. We're still in tier 1 for 2 more turns. And I could get a Void Bond or Essence Theft. Another heal, actually. Yeah, let's grab the Essence Theft. All right, so I can actually cast the second part on the Nemesis and finish him off with the Spark. Five Ether, could grab another Essence Theft. Or Molten Hammers, Card Destruction. I really like this gem. Clouded Sapphire. Free charges, but it's very expensive. We're coming up on a turn where we do have to focus a breach. I would love to destroy some sparks. Maybe let's grab that Molten Hammer. Alright. I think it's time for you to get a Surge token. And 5 ether to discard. Alright. This thing is down to costing 3. Who's suffering 2 damage? I guess it's Kadir. Keep it evened out for now. So spend 5 ether. Actually, we can do that this turn. So we definitely want to get rid of that. We don't want them to be gaining Nemesis tokens. This gets us a charge, so cast it along with getting 1 ether. So yeah, I actually have 5 and I can still get rid of a crystal, so let's do that. Oh, but yeah, I still can't really do anything useful. If I didn't destroy a crystal, I would have 2 left for a charge. I think actually let's do that. So let's get the 2 ether because I want to still have something useful to do. Charges on Geiger are just so good. Discard 4 cards in hand. That's not a big deal if we get a chance. Yeah, I'm okay to get rid of it. Unleash twice is not great here, so. We don't have Molten Hammer in hand, do we? No. So we don't care about the spark being on top of the discard pile. I guess we can, like, leave it on top of the discard pile. That's fine. Discard this and the spark last, and get a charge. Geiger again. Sure. So, can we get a bouncing boom? 3. Yeah, we can get a bouncing boom. Okay. That is my quest. Bouncing boom surge is super good. Very efficient damage. Then 7 ether. Oh my gosh. Who's having 7 ether soon? Probably nobody. That's a lot. And it's like 1 away. Geiger's gonna have 1 from the spell, and then he's gonna have 5. Next turn, he could have. Yeah, actually, I could keep the Brahma's Buried Light in hand, and then, or I could actually play a gem twice and discard it, so I could have. Would that work? That would be 6. That'd be 4. That wouldn't be quite enough. That'd be just 6. So I think I need to keep the Buried Light and hope that Geiger gets to go twice before the Nemesis. Pretty unlikely, but possible, I guess. And you actually want to focus a breach here, so maybe perk some sparks. Let's see. See how it goes. This is, I can discard to heal. I could discard the top of a player's discard pile. We don't have a top of discard pile for anybody, so this is destroying a spark, which is fine. I have to cast this. Oh, I could cast a spark and then destroy it. Let's do that. Oh, I mean, I could, like, actually discard the spark, right? Yeah. You may discard a card in hand if you do any play against like, because this goes away first. And I discard the spark and get life. The spark's on top. I think we don't have enough ether to yeah, we have to cast one more spark. Alright, finish casting. Destroy the spark. Prep that. And I think we just want to get a charge here. You're gonna have a 6 ether turn, but not quite enough, huh? 7. 7 in tier 1, or is it a tier 2 card? Alright, we got our first Geiger turn. That's a tier 2 card. Okay, that's why it's so brutal. Alright, I'm gonna get a charge here. So that's nice. Let's leave that because we want to have 7 ether next turn. Get a surge token. And play all our gems. I could push this back in case they get a lot of unleashes in a row. Like if they get this and then unleash again. So I'm going to put this back. Ooh, lucky. Okay. I'll take my luck. Goodbye. And this is going on the surge. Let's do this. Oh, we're gonna have too many Nemesis turns in a row. Pretty scary. I could save this because a minion is probably gonna come out, but I'm gonna. It's 4 damage. Let's get it on the Nemesis. Wonder if we want to do this. Who's got a lot? Does anyone have a lot of stuff in their discard pile? You don't. You got all your spells there. We could use our charge ability this turn, or I could buy Bottle Vortex and just thin my deck down. Actually, don't have a lot of ether other than this. Maybe actually I want to buy charges. This is charges for my friend, so it's very good. We need ether to pay for this track all the time. And for these powers, another 7 ether power. How are we paying for that? Next turn, actually, we have 7 because we bought that big thing, so sounds good. Think. Oh, we could destroy the spark in our hand, so I think we just leave that there. And that. And I think we just get it. Do we just want to get a charge? We get a charge, or we could get a heal. Getting a charge is good, and we can be ready for like a big rep here. Okay. Gravehold suffers 5 damage or 2 Nemesis tokens. Yeah, sorry, Gravehold. Nemesis tokens, that like is going to be worse for Gravehold later on. So. Alright. 8 damage. This is where the bouncing booms are really coming in hot here. So, leave the spark. 4 ether, not quite enough. Do you have a big ether turn? Not at all. Well, I mean 5. 5 ether coming up. I really want more bouncing booms. Maybe I buy one of these so I can afford more. And right, Kadir can use her ability, but I'm gonna end turn. That ticks down. Unleash twice. Alright, need to get a heal in. Oh, that went off. Gross. Oh, and the unleashing to the spot. That's so many turns in a row. The Nemesis tokens are going up. Alright, don't like that. Don't like that at all. Alright, I think this is a Kadir moment. Because I can buy a bouncing boom. And then I can get them both prepped in that breach. That and that. That. I can prep those both here. And these here for charges. That's awesome. Alright, we need to pay to push this back. Also, so I'm going to be doing that this turn, I think. Okay. Leave the spark. Definitely give a life to Gygar. I don't have a spark in there. Discard? No. Could destroy. I guess I destroy. Is anybody's hand? In my hand. Sure. Let's get a charge. It was May. I wonder if I should have pushed that thing back. I think I should push the thing back. It's May. May destroy. Get that back further. I don't want to destroy. Okay. Big ether turn. Alright, big damage turn. Bouncing boom times 4. 16 damage. These are doing 0, but they're powering up my thing. Alright, we can put that in there. We can maybe get rid of a crystal here. Because I can afford another bouncing boom. Yes, please. It's kind of greedy because I should probably push that back one, but bouncing booms are worth. This guy's going to be hitting us because he has... Oh wait, no, he's going to be getting a token. Ugh, gross. Gross! So, we could avoid worrying about these and focus damage on Arachnos, because at 22, as soon as he... Like, these guys just go away as soon as we get him down. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I have three turns here. Let's work on focusing him down. Actually, I can charge up and prep. You have bouncing booms in your trash, right? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay. But this has to be used on his turn, right? Yeah. So let's buy charges. I could cast this right now. I'm getting another turn, so I don't have to cast that right now. We don't care about life right now, so just get the I mean, the ether doesn't do anything. That's fine. I think we just end turn. Yeah, because you can cast this. And then we can use Kadir's ability. Actually, this is to opened breaches. Can I open? So close. Oh no, it's not so close. I can do it. Because I had the Brahma spell. Okay, sweet. Another open breach. This is going to be a lot of damage for Gygar. Next turn, he's got to go soon. Not getting his turn right away, but... Bouncing booms, bouncing booms. That's pretty sweet. Alright. Hope Gygar goes first. Alright. Cast this. Can discard that for life, because we are going to be getting hit by the World Devourer a lot. And... I want to charge or life? I think it's... Honestly, it's life at this point. Oops. I want to... I could have destroyed that crystal. I could destroy the crystal in my discard. Sure. Alright. Who's going first? Gygar! Alright. We're flipping the nemesis here for sure. He's at 14. These are doing 5 each. So do that. I do that. And I cast the spark. And then the bouncing boom, is that the best way to do it? I think so. Wait, he's at 4, right? So I can, can I send the second one to the World Devourer? I think so. So he's gonna switch to World Devourer. He's only at 15 health. So we can almost kill him here. Yeah, you want to really be loaded for bear when this guy shows up, and we are. As soon as Kadir goes or Gygar goes, we win. So I'll just grab some charges. Gygar goes. GG. All right. The World Devourer has been discarded. He's been stopped. The mages carry on with the expedition. So in the expedition, you get more treasures and you play a sequence of games. You get this little unlock screen. You can flip over cards. Blast Core, Bim Dynamo, Spirit Lift, and then we get treasure cards. Onward. Alright, Ageless Walker. I don't know if I'm going to play through this game too, but so that's been, yeah, Aeon's End on phone. Playing that the whole time. It's been a good time. So now you'll be able to play on the subway or in the waiting room or wherever you want on your phone with Aeon's End pretty soon. It's in beta testing. It's, as you can see, working pretty well. We're just working on tightening up all the UX and interactions and making things just right. And we're looking to get that out for you soon. Aeon's End is on sale right now on Steam, Google Play, and Android, so you can pick it up on sale, but I'm sure we will get it on sale again to celebrate the launch or something like that as we go forward. But thanks for tuning in. That's going to be it for today, and hope you enjoyed the look at Aeon's End for phone. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.